right, take it away, Zach.
All right, hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Pop Talk Live. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff coming up, of course, and of course we have the guys here, Eric and Knock. Knock with that background, my hero. What are you doing today, man?
I'm catching up on My Hero, man. They got a new episode out, so I'm excited.
All right, take
Okay.
it away, Zach.
Eric, how are you doing today? All right, hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Pop Talk
Doing
Live.
A-okay.
Today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff
I
coming up, of course,
apologize for a
and of
second.
course we have the guys here, Eric and Knock.
In the
Knock,
chat, let us know how our audio sounds. You know, we're getting better at it.
All right, there we go. Sorry, chat. You guys just heard a replay of the intro, but I'm doing A-okay. Thank you for asking, Zach.
cool, no problem. Our fellow cult leader right there. Love you. You got your boys in here in the chat already. Appreciate you guys watching. So we're gonna be talking some pop culture today. We got a lot of stuff to cover here. So we'll go around the horn here. I'll kick it off here with some small stuff. If you were looking to see New Mutants, it is coming to HBO Max April 10th. So if you were curious to see what that movie was all about without paying money for it, that is where you can find it, April 10th on HBO Max. Also, news here, Comic-Con 2021 will be happening Thanksgiving weekend. So it'll be in San Diego from November 26th to 28th. That's good news. It will be limited and everything like that. No info on ticket prices or badges yet. And then the only kind of thing conflicting with this is, of course, there's the travel from Thanksgiving weekend and, of course, Black Friday. So it could get a little messy. You guys happy to see Comic-Con back?
Yeah, it's an event, man, and it's really cool to see.
Definitely.
I still want to go to one of these days.
Okay. I haven't been either. Eric, have you?
No, I need to.
Okay. Well, if anyone in the chats has been to one, let us know what we need to do, like what halls to see, of course, Hall H, and anything like that to look out for, which day is best. And if you have any info about how much tickets are usually, let us know. So if we want to risk it, we can plan ahead.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All
I mean, maybe with this channel now we get media access.
Yeah. Knock, you get anything?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. So PlayStation gaming news, they bought Evo. Evo Games will be now owned by PlayStation, so we'll see if that has any effect on gaming. But that's pretty cool. I know Evo was going through a lot of bad management, so it's good to see PS take over and hopefully do it. The Xbox and Bethesda deal finalized, so if you're an Xbox owner, all those Bethesda games flooded Game Pass, so keep an eye out for that. Horizon Zero Dawn's going free. That's really cool. And I'll admit this, Zach, they suckered me in Peacock. WWE Network going to Peacock, they got me. They put Fast and Furious 5 on there and King of Queens. I am sold. I'm paying the price. I'm doing the month for Mania, and I might go on after that, so we'll see.
Don't you own like 5 copies of Fast 5 already?
I have 5 copies, 2, one bootleg version, one real version, and 3 on my PlayStation. So, hey, got to do it, man.
All right. There's some good stuff on Peacock, some good Hitchcock movies too, a lot of old back catalog from NBC Universal. And if you do have Peacock, please join us all WrestleMania week. We'll be doing stuff. We'll be doing live streams of WrestleMania, of course. If you have Xfinity or Comcast or have a friend or a family member that has it, you can hop on for free. So love to have you on there. Eric, anything?
Yeah. In gaming news, Square Enix had their first digital event. They released all their new projects, which included a sequel for Life is Strange called Life is Strange True Colors, a fantasy action game called Forsaken, third-person loot shooter Outsiders, 3D, I think it's a 3D platformer, Balan Wonderland, Black Panther and Hawkeye DLC for the Avengers game, Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy, so I guess they're just going to release the trilogy in one easy-to-download pack.
Okay.
Just Cause mobile game, and well, I'm actually very interested in Space Invaders AR. I had no idea they were working on an augmented reality game, but for Space Invaders, that sounds pretty cool.
Have you seen any stills or anything about it?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
I'm just interested
Man.
in them trying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my Atari 2600 cartridge. I'm going to be checking up on that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to check on
Let's stick with some video game stuff here. PS3 and PS Vita stores are closing this summer, and there's word that the PlayStation 4 store is going to close sooner than expected. I don't know when that is or what that comment meant in the article. But also, PS5 has a patent that explains a method and apparatus for awarding trophies specifically for emulated games. So What that could mean is PS1 all the way through PS4 could be emulated, and the whole back catalog from PlayStation could be available on the PlayStation 5. This also could just be a basic company registration thing that they just have to redo it every now and then. But I don't know. Any thoughts on that now that we are all part of the PS5 thing?
Definitely, man. And Zach, you got it at the last minute because those chips to make the PS5 are at like a crisis mode. So I think they will do it. At this point, they have to include PS1, PS2, all those games because Xbox is kicking their ass as far as streaming. That Game Pass is legit. Now they have Bethesda. There's rumors of them. They have the EA Play on there. So they have to get these games to be able to compete. So I think they will follow through with that. And me and Eric have been playing PS Now right now, playing Dead Space 3. We got some trophies there, and the streaming's been a lot better. You can download some of the games. So competition. This is why competition is great.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, there's no reason that they shouldn't have at least PlayStation 2 up till then emulated. Yeah. You can easily get that on computer. It's done. People have done the work for them. So there's no reason that they shouldn't have it. So they should really hop on that.
Right. I'm going to ask you a follow-up question really quick because both of you know more about the video games than I do. But just really quick on what you said, Eric, because people are doing it with the PS2 already online. This reminds me of the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, where they come out with 30 or 40 games where I can get a Raspberry IP for around the same money and have every Super Nintendo game ever on that same thing. So it's about time companies kind of just figure out that we can figure out stuff on our own. But also, you guys know more about video games. So is this even a smarter choice? Because does it cost more money to do stuff like redo a Final Fantasy, redo a Resident Evil, or a Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
So I think it depends on how good you want it to be. Because you could easily just take a game and port it. Like, that's what Nintendo Wii basically just did. They just took games and just made ports for it, and they were awful. So if you want it to be good, then I guess it would take some time, some effort. I think Mass Effect, the new relaunch is a good example of it. Like, they had the stuff already done. They have it already. They're just polishing it. So it just depends how much effort they want to put into it. I don't think it's too much, but then again, I'm not a game designer, so I don't know the exact days.
I don't think there's really a definitive answer. I mean, of course, we're not game designers, so we're outside looking in. But there's so many examples of like the Resident Evil games that they just remade. They put so much effort in Resident Evil 2, and that was a hit. Everyone loved it. They were given like, it should be Game of the Year. They did Resident Evil 3 with a different company, and they cut some stuff out. It just wasn't the same. So it's still sold, but it didn't have the same respect. Or like Prince of Persia. They decided to reboot Prince of Persia, and that was atrocious, and they had to delay it. And now I'm sure that's costing them money as opposed to what Resident Evil did and how they made money.
Right.
And Nintendo, man, they pour everything and don't put any effort into it, but because of the name, it's Mario, it's going to sell. So there's a lot of different examples.
Okay. I mean, I just want to start live streaming Power Rapper the Rapper, that game, all day. Skipping
I'm trying to get my girlfriend into those games, man. I think she would like that one.
They're fun and frustrating.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. DC is raising the price of comics from $4.99 to $5.99. $5.99 for around a 40-page comic. Not even a special edition one. Let's see. When around the time Superman died, I think a comic was at the high end, not a special edition one, $1.99.
Jeez.
What do you guys remember paying for comics? Because I think this is a little bit too high, especially when I can go on YouTube or something and read the comic itself right there, not even pay for the DC or Marvel apps to read the comics on.
Even for me, I don't remember paying more than like $2.99 maybe. Most of the comics I got like hand-me-downs from like cousins and stuff, but the few ones I went out with my dad and got like weren't more than like $2 or $3.
Yeah, that's about right. And like you said, Zach, you could just go on YouTube and people will narrate it for you and actually put emotion into it. So that's a tough sell.
Some of those narrations are cool, man. I've seen a few of them. They put effort into it.
Yeah. We should get ourselves a narrator.
Oh man.
We'll do it. Eric will do the 3 Jokers.
Bro.
Part of buying comics as a novelty. I just remember going to the grocery store even before I got deep into comics, and then there's a Spider-Man or a Batman sitting there next to the magazines. Pal, Mom, can I have this? It's 99 cents. Sure. So
yeah.
I don't know what kind of money kids have today, but
I need to ask my mom how much they were, because I asked her one time randomly in the Caribbean. I was like, Mom, I want to start reading comics. Can you get me some comics? A month later, I should have specified because she came back with Archie comics.
Oh man.
And that's not Riverdale either. That's Hamburger and Jughead.
Exactly.
That is.
Yeah.
Your mom did you right. I love those comics.
Oh yeah.
All right. Pepsi has released for Easter a Peeps flavored version of its soda. I remember back in the day when it was called Ipecac. This sounds fucking disgusting.
It does.
I'm not a soda drinker, but damn, man.
Right. I stopped drinking soda a while ago, but fucking gross.
Yeah.
I do remember Hubba Bubba had a soda out that I was addicted to when I was young.
Hubba Bubba. Haven't had that in a while. I remember I got a Superman DVD when I was a kid, and it came with a Hubba Bubba Max inside. I was like, okay, whatever.
Also, this week is kind of big news for Disney releasing movies. They shifted everything. So now the big one, I'll do the first one first. Cruella is going to be out in theaters and on Disney Plus Premiere Access May 28th. Black Widow got moved to July 9th and is going to follow the same format. Disney Plus Premiere Access and theaters the same day. Pixar's Luca is going to be June 18th only on Disney Plus, so that one got robbed out of the theaters. Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds will be out August 13th. The King's Man, December 22nd. Shang-Chi will go back here. That's going to be out September 3rd. And Eternals is still going to come out in November. And then Spider-Man is still going to come out in December. So, we had a 2-year gap almost. We're getting it big time here in 2021. And the last one, Death on the Nile, the Murder on the Orient Express follow-up. That'll be out now, February 11th, 2022.
Okay. It's going to be a busy year.
Yeah, I haven't paid for any of these Premiere Access ones, but I think I'll do it for Black Widow.
Oh, I can't.
You can't?
Nah.
I might actually risk a theater trip.
Yeah. I mean, she does deserve to have a theater, like her movie debut in a theater, so that's true too.
Yeah.
We got to get it going. A lot of these movies, especially that are part of franchises, you'll see Bond come out and release something again pretty soon. That was the first movie out of all this before quarantine. That was the first movie to actually postpone. So we'll see what that one does. But we got to get things going here. Other movies are rolling deep, and you got stuff like The Eternals that's been sitting on deck for a year or two. So.
Yeah.
And as of this weekend, Spider-Man No Way Home has finished filming.
Alrighty.
Whew. I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see Tobey Maguire. That's all I want. After the whole thing with his meme popped off, like all his cheesy moments from Spider-Man 3, I'm excited to see him again.
You think he'll be like the one from Spider-Verse?
I hope not. They have to embrace everything he did in Spider-Man 3. Make him that cheesy. Just embrace it.
Oh man. Eric Percy Carter, that soda's not for anyone.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
I think there was one more thing I saw. The BAFTA Awards, BAFTA for Back to Video Games, that happened this week. This PC game, Hades, won Game of the Year for them. That was very critically acclaimed. I do want to check that out. And The Last of Us 2 got the fan favorite. 2 very popular games of last year.
Nice.
Okay. I thought The Last of Us 2 would have cleaned out everything.
Yeah. That Hades was a big one online. I've seen that everywhere.
Cool.
So this is one, I don't know if you had in your notes, Knock, but I just want to talk about, I have never seen an NBA team acquire so many pieces.
Talk to him.
LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden. I love the East. I love the
Justice League.
That's it, man. It's game over for the East.
That's on one team.
That's on one team.
I don't even keep up with basketball that much, and I know who everyone is.
Between those players, they all have 40 All-Star appearances.
Like, I know, and then you want to include DeAndre Jordan in there too as a sixth man.
Yeah.
But I know 3 of those names aren't in their peak anymore, but that's still ridiculous. That's a 2K team. That's
2K, and 2K is gonna be pretty broken with this team going forward.
It is. That's just ridiculous to me. If you're in the East, how do you deal with knowing that your season's done? It's a shame too, because like you said, the Heat are really good. They came well together. Jimmy Butler has those guys playing at the peak level. They went to the finals last year. You have the Sixers, who
put together a good team, having a good run. But this is a super team, man. This is the Justice League. This is crazy.
Yeah, and man, I feel real bad for the Heat because that last year, that was the real life Rocky. That was Jimmy Butler literally fighting to his last breath until what was it, Game 6 or 7? Like,
yeah, Game 6, I believe that they lost.
He literally could not physically go anymore. He was done.
Yeah, that's an iconic shot of him like hurled over right there, tired. That's iconic, man. He put in a hell of a performance. That's like AI going against the Lakers back in the day.
Yeah. Who's your pick for the finals? You think?
It's probably a Nets. So I grew up a Nets and Lakers fan. I could never represent the Knicks, they're a bum ass team. But I think the Nets. I'm happy they're going to bring a championship to New York, even though they're stealing it. I can't be mad at them bringing championship home. So. But damn, my Lakers, man, I feel bad.
It would be their first one, right?
The Nets will be the first one. They went to the finals twice and got swept by the Lakers back in the day with Jason Kidd. But this will be their first win if they get it.
No offense, Knock. I totally forgot about the Nets.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie. There's
the only team holding the New York banner up. Yeah.
There was a good time. I used to be like, the Nets, nah, forget that. But damn, I mean, kind of like the Warriors. I never saw the Warriors being as big as they were when they first hit. So it's just takes one good, I guess, GM or whoever to make those trades.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. We're gonna have to keep up with them, man. That's like you said, man.
It's gonna be
Justice
fun.
League.
Yeah.
Michael Che from Saturday Night Live. He has been on SNL since 2013. He just completed a 6-part untitled sketch show for HBO Max. No word on when that's going to be out, but good for him. He took about a year or so for me to get into SNL just because it is a very specific groove. He really just found his groove. I'm really excited to see this. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about, but I'm going to keep checking in on it.
Have you seen any of his stand-up? I've seen one that special he did. It was really good.
Mm.
Yeah. I kept up with him, especially when I lived in Chicago and was doing comedy out there. Him and Chris Redd were just all over the place back then.
Yeah.
Okay. You said on HBO?
Yeah, HBO Max. I don't know exactly when. The article made it sound like it might be before the year's up.
Mm.
Yeah, HBO had a lot of news come out last week. This guy Mark Phillips on YouTube, RDC World, man, he has a sketch show coming out there, so that's gonna be pretty cool to see.
RDC. Okay, that's good for him.
Yeah,
he's working out.
He's been busting his ass, man. So credit to him.
Yeah, that's nice.
There was an atrocity made by, I forgot the source here, but Prince William was dubbed the world's sexiest bald man.
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
Oh man,
bullshit. I don't think we're big enough yet for them to have seen all that is this. But, I mean, we'll get there. And next year, Prince William, coming for you.
We get that Zach's calendar out there, man, to throw it up there.
Oh yeah. If Patrick Stewart happens to find this, I am not on his team.
Oh man.
Engage. All right, this weekend at the box office, Nobody made $6.7 million. It also made another $5 million internationally. It's pretty good, especially for a COVID movie. I mean, it's no Tom and Jerry money, but again, for a smaller movie like this,
we gotta talk about Tom and Jerry.
We'll bring that up in a little bit. It cost $16 million to make, so it will probably recoup its money, no problem. Stars Bob Odenkirk, who plays a father whose house gets broken into, and apparently has a special set of skills, or give me back my son, or whatever it is. But he goes out there and he does this thing. I'm interested in seeing it, probably for free. But a movie like this, as we all know, would probably hit between 15-20 million on a weekend, and then just kind of phase out. So, but it still might have some legs.
Yeah.
Also, Godzilla vs. Kong. It hit China. It made $70.3 million in China, which is a huge market. Globally, it made $122 million, and it beat Tenet, which was the previous champ of the COVID era movies at $55 million. Obviously, things are a lot looser now than when Tenet was released.
Yeah.
But that's pretty huge. And if you want to watch that movie, of course, it debuts Wednesday on HBO Max.
You streaming that one too, Zach?
I mean, if that many people are going to sit through the Schneider Cut with us, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I got to watch that second one. Is the second one good? Have you watched it?
I haven't seen any of them, to be honest.
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
the first one was fine. Okay. The first one was fine. I did like Kong Skull Island. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Also, you got to get on this series at some point. I know we talk shit about it, Knock and I, but Eric, if you want to, it is a very fun ride. It is a roller coaster. But George R. Martin signed a new 5-year overall deal to develop content for HBO Max. It is set to be in the mid 8 figures. I don't think J.J.R. Martin is really going to deliver on this. He's still trying to write that last book. Right. HBO needs to understand that the RR in George R. Martin stands for rest and relaxation.
Yeah, he's chilling right now, man. I'll trust him more than the 2 writers of the show because they just gave up. They didn't care, man, and that's what pissed me off the most. Mm-hmm. Still love the show, but I'll trust him more.
Gotcha. Yeah. It seems like they found a gold mine with him, and they just don't want to give up. They're just gonna milk it for all they can.
Well, they already squashed one series that was in production, and because it wasn't turning out, so we'll see how another one is currently. Yeah, so there's one of the prequels got axed already. There's another one I think that's in production or that's been greenlit, and then whatever Georgie here has for us.
Wow. That's kind of.
Are you more excited to see more of his stuff or the Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings?
So when is that coming out? That's been in production for a while, man. That was like the most expensive show ever.
I should have wrote down what I saw. There's an article about it this week, but even that article made it seem like it was way in pre-production yet.
Okay, yeah, I don't know, man. I want to see more Game of Thrones. I'm still invested in the lore and story of Game of Thrones, even though the ending was what it was. So I think I'll rather see more of that.
I never in my life thought I'd be the cool person in the group. Busy going out on dates instead of watching that crap.
Oh man, but you had time to watch that Tom and Jerry.
God, that was the biggest mistake of the year. And, everyone who watched that, myself included, needs to be hung. That was a fucking awful movie.
Oh, man.
Give your review really quick. Elevator pitch that shit.
Literally every major gag from the original cartoon is in the movie, and they make it worse. Oh my god. The whole time I'm trying to make fun of it just so I can at least have some fun, and it's just too stupid to make fun of. I picked it because I was like, I just need a bad movie to just relax to before I go to sleep. No, this was not it. Chloe Grace Moretz, I hope you got a great payday for that because you were better than that. You are much better than that movie. Awful.
Damn.
Yeah, and they had a somewhat good cast, which is also weird. Like, a lot of people signed up for this. This wasn't like just people who were looking for a break.
Yeah. Right, Michael Pena's in there as well. And,
yeah.
Really? He's a good actor.
Oh, and the fucking guy who made it, he put himself over so hard. He gives himself a job as the narrator. He gives himself at least 2 scenes where he's singing. For some reason, everyone's urban. I fucking hate this movie.
We'll stay away from that for sure, man. That's good. Yeah. Fucking birth control for that movie.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I gotta say, I'm kind of excited for Mortal Kombat to come out on HBO Max, especially because there's a big billboard right by my apartment, and I love whoever's in charge of marketing. I can't remember the date it comes out. Let's just say April 16th, but it says, "Get over here, April 16th."
Great.
I dig it.
Take advantage of that, man. That's an iconic.
Yeah.
It's good.
I dig that.
All right. Anything else?
I'll be remiss if I didn't say the Ghost of Tsushima, man. That video game is becoming a movie by the director of John Wick, so that's going to be insane. I'm very excited for that. So I haven't beat the game yet, but it's good.
Yeah, that should be good. Hopefully. You think it'll break the no good video game movie tradition, or?
I hope so, man. I don't see how they can get this wrong. Sucker Punch did such good work on it that like it's right there for them to put it into a movie. Like, my only issue with the game was that the cutscenes were like a little out of sync and stuff. But if they have a movie, that I think they'll be able to deliver. They get the right cast.
Yes, I think that. Also, in video game news, game I've talked about every now and then, Elite Dangerous, the sci-fi spaceship simulator game. Tomorrow, they're releasing their new DLC in alpha mode, Elite Dangerous Odyssey, where you will get to actually move around outside your ship. You get to actually shoot guns and do infantry missions. So if you're a PC player, get in on that. I believe it is $30 to get into the alpha and own it for good. So this should be a huge thing for the game, which came out 2014 and still has a very huge following.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. When did Grand Theft Auto 5 come out?
2013.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Almost 10 years of Grand Theft Auto 5.
I know.
Good for them. And good for the people living their lives through that game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some craziness in those servers.
All right. Anything else, or is that about it?
I think it's all the news I found.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, I got to end on a downer. We always do things about people who have passed, unfortunately. This one is really just kind of awful news. I'm really like... USA has renewed Chrisley Knows Best and Growing Up Chrisley. I'm sorry I had to report that.
I thought that show was done. Oh my gosh.
Jeez. I can't believe these people are making money.
Oh, man. I don't even know what that is, so that's a good thing.
Well, someone doesn't watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. it's almost classical conditioning at this point that if I hear Chrissy, I think Raw. Those damn commercials.
Oh, commercial break's done. Better get back to the scene.
Oh, man.
Oh, just trash.
It's just awful.
I watch shit TV, and this is trash.
Oh, speaking of that, actually, if that's a reality show, Roads to the Top, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Getting
Yeah,
greenlit.
Mrs. is getting a sequel. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Mrs. is in trouble.
Is this
man.
is this TNT's first reality show? Because I don't think
I
reality
don't know.
shows when I think TNT.
I
No,
don't
I think
so.
it
I think
is.
they keep it like action drama, right?
Yeah, their whole
I think
thing
they-
was in the bottom corner it'd say drama. TNT knows drama. TNT knows action. So it's all
Yeah.
been about scripted and movies.
Okay.
I read an article saying that this upcoming feud with what's his name, Apple Eater Boy.
QT.
Yeah, that's somehow gonna tie in with the show, but
Oh, really?
that's a weird feud to have tie in.
I would have tied in Shaq. I mean, come on.
Right.
Right.
Right. Put in Jade Cargill and get some drama on that show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's something. But Falcon Winter Soldier, how you enjoying that?
You can go for a second.
All right. I am enjoying it. Like I said in the chat, two things. One, I really enjoyed whoever is doing the cinematography for it. They're
Yes.
cool shots, especially where like there's that scene in the first episode where Bucky goes into the restaurant for his date. They do a lot of talking inside the restaurant while still holding the camera outside the restaurant through the window. Just really cool shots like that. I really like whoever's doing the cinematography. I like whoever's in charge of doing the action scenes. The show just is, it just hasn't found what it needs to snag me yet. It's not WandaVision, but I mean, hopefully by the third, that's usually when the show will kind of grab people and make the change over. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will hook me for the third episode because I really actually enjoyed the second episode, and then far more than the first. The heart of the show, like the thing that you should build a show around, is Bucky and Falcon. Like their interaction together for me was just hilarious. Like seeing them together go at it, or them versus U.S. Agent and his guy. What is his name? Battlestar?
Yeah.
Like when he said, "Oh, I'm Battlestar," and he walked out. That was hilarious.
he was
So I enjoyed
a
episode
form
2.
of Captain America in the comics too.
Yeah.
Battlestar was. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see episode 2, Eric? Before I talk too much about that.
Yeah, I watched it before we started.
Okay, and then it kind of pissed me off again too, with like Isaiah being like locked up, bad, even though he's a super soldier. The same guy who played him was in Supergirl as Martian Manhunter's dad, so he's kept making his rounds around the comics.
Did you ever read the Black Storm and Black Panther? Not Black Storm. Fuck me. Storm and Black Panther wedding.
No.
So in it, Isaiah is actually invited as a special guest, and literally all the black superheroes are like in awe. They're like, "Wow, this is awesome!" And Luke Cage is like, "This is the first me," and they make a point to show, like just like the show did, that no one outside of black heroes remember him, because Wolverine is even like, "Who's that guy?" Like, I don't know him. So he's in the comics. It's
I gotta read up on that. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So everything you guys say about the show, I love it. I don't know if I can keep watching it though. It's for a stupid reason. So the show does very good at showing like micro injustices, like in the race system, and it's all true, and I just the amount of anger I get from watching it. Like we see that shit every day. I don't know if I can handle. Like the show does a very good job of portraying it. That's how good they do. I just don't feel like reliving that in this show.
Yeah.
Right. You want escapism more
Yeah.
like WandaVision.
Exactly. So like the cop interaction, like how Bucky was like, oh, gentle as you can, take him in, but just instant aggression towards Falcon. I don't know if I could. If the rest of the series isn't like that, then I'm down. But it's nothing against them. They're not doing anything wrong. It's just
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Just to comment on that really quick, I'll say I 100% understand where you're coming from, but I'll just it's good for people like where I grew up, don't see that shit at all.
Yeah.
So for them to be tuned into something that they're so invested in, that is one of the biggest properties in entertainment right now. That I think is great for. But like you said too, I hopefully after episode 3 they can touch on it maybe every other episode or a little less and just get to the escapism that you're kind of looking for.
Yeah. Because what's it called? Like maybe Watchmen did it best because I don't think I ever felt this way with Watchmen. I think they educate people without me feeling this kind of outrage. So maybe there's a better way to do it, or maybe Marvel's doing it the right way that I feel this way. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna hook me episode 3. Yeah, I already felt it in episode 2. Like, okay, they have something going here. They're building towards something. And I do like the villains. Like, they're interesting to me.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I
they
forgot
gender
about
swapped
that.
the main one, the redhead girl, and then
Yeah.
the guy that they're saying was on the phone.
Mhm.
That's an actual guy. In my mind, I was thinking, oh, it's probably Zemo, who's going to be.
I was too.
But that guy is whatever she calls him is an actual character in Marvel.
Okay.
So they may use that actual character, or they may flip it and have it be Zemo. But
Okay. I will say that actually, this is my main real critique. I'm very close to calling this Iron Man 3. We've got the villains who all like, well, I don't know. I just get flashbacks of the Extremist thing where every goon had super strength, and it's a story about this hero trying to prove himself to be worthy of his title. It's a lot better than Iron Man 3, but I'm getting flashbacks.
I liked Iron Man 3.
Oh, I did
All
too.
right.
I still think it's better.
Yeah, so we'll keep talking about Winter Soldier and Falcon. I just gotta say, man, I just love how they're doing his scenes, and this really makes me want Falcon and Winter Soldier video game.
Yeah,
Oh man, that'd be sick.
I'd buy it.
Better than this Marvel Avengers. I'm still waiting on Spider-Man. Actually, no, I'm not. I've given up on the game, but still.
I'm just waiting for them to make it free. They're gonna drop it free to play, and I'm just waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well, that's about it for Pop Talk. Yeah, we'll do this again sometime soon. If there's anything you guys think we missed, or you have an opinion on anything at all, if we are getting the wrong things on Falcon Winter Soldier or anything that we missed, please let us know in the comments. Hit us up if you want us to cover something next time. If you plan on going to Comic-Con or have any comments on Comic-Con, let us know. But other than that, thank you guys for doing this. This has been Pop Talk, and you guys have a great week and be excellent to each other.
Peace out.
Peace.